Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Encanto. This is the brand new, by a few months. It came out in December in theaters and on Disney Plus just a few weeks later in January. And I've been wanting to see this for a while. I've been seeing all the memes and all the different references to it, and I just, especially to the we don't talk about Bruno references, and I was like, okay, well, I probably sure I need to learn what that means. So I had to put it on my list. I had to force it into the list rather than let it be randomly selected because it could be years otherwise. And yes, I don't. Some of you may have requested something or two over the last few weeks or months. I can't take requests just yet. I kind of want to make it so that, you know what, if I do it for one, I have to do it for a bunch of people. And I kind of think that um, if I got a little bit more, fewer, bit more followers somehow, maybe if we somehow reached uh, like a lot more followers to the channel, the Pop Culture Geek channel, um, maybe we could start taking requests or do something special, change something up. But for now, we're going to keep it random unless I choose otherwise for something that I'm going to watch anyway. I was going to watch this anyway, and that's why I said, okay, I'm going to make sure this is a specific episode. So, anyway, Encanto, it is from 2021. It is an hour and 49 minutes, and yeah, this is Disney's latest big animated film. It's their 60th. Sometimes you think that maybe there's more, and when you say 60, you realize, man, that's a lot of Disney films. I mean, Disney features. I mean, there's lots of other. They don't count The Little Mermaid 2 or Mulan 2 or 101 Dalmatians 47 or whatever it is. They don't count all the different little things that went to direct to video and things like that. They're counting the ones that were theatrical releases. I think, I'm pretty sure, or at least meant to be before the pandemic. So, yeah, so like Soul and Onward, they count. These are not Pixar films, these are Disney animation films. So, anyway, Encanto means enchantment in English, and this is, if you've seen the trailers, which I've seen the trailers for this a ton of times, and it made me really interested in seeing it, not because the animation is so freaking amazing, it's so beautiful, it's detailed, it's so colorful. It takes place in Colombia. It follows a Colombian family through many generations, but in the specific period of time. It's modern day, I would think. I don't know. It doesn't really set it to a specific period in time. But this it's in a very specific place that is a mystery in a sense. But it is about a family that started in tragedy, and a miracle grew out of it. And the point of this story, I'm not going to give away anything that you didn't see in the trailer. I can't do that for you because for me it was just seeing the trailer was enough, and I was afraid I was going to see too much or hear people talking about it on Facebook or whatever, social media, and it was going to ruin this stuff for me. I'm glad I avoided it enough that, and I'm not going to do the same thing to you. I'm not going to ruin it for you. Maybe you'll want to know about this, but I'm sure there's other people talking about it. You can find them. But I will tell you enough that gives you a little bit more of an impetus to watch it. So hopefully, anyway. This is very much about family. It has a lot of the Disney themes that you always have: being yourself, not being afraid to be yourself, and knowing that you are special, even when you're not so special compared to everybody else. And like I said, family is the humongous binding foundational thing that ties this whole thing together. Of course. The music obviously is amazing. It's very Colombian. In fact, the main theme song is basically in Spanish is "Colombia, I love you." I don't know Spanish, so I'm going to highly recommend that. There are a number of songs in this that are completely in Spanish. So, and they don't provide translation for it. So I would suggest, and it was suggested to me as well, that especially for some musical numbers in this. Um, there's just some rapid fire dialogue or singing in this. Uh, Turn on the subtitles. Turn on the subtitles for whatever language. I imagine English, maybe. I if you're not understanding English, I don't know of this video. I don't know why you'd be watching it. I'm sure you probably need subtitles for half the things I say too. But I digress. So I would say definitely turn on the subtitles, maybe for the whole movie. That's what I did. I kept it on, and it helped me not miss a single little subtle thing. Sometimes it's a little too much for people, and I've kind of gotten used to it. I have friends who are a little hard of hearing, so whenever I go over to their place and watch TV, they have the subtitles on, and it helps them follow along with the story without having to crank up the sound really loud. So yeah, so I'm kind of used to it, and that's why it made it much easier, especially when so much of the singing dialogue and some of the speaking dialogue is in Spanish. So it's good tip. This it just deals with a girl named Maribel, played by Stephanie Beatriz. I don't know if I say her name. Stephanie Beatriz. You probably know her from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She's oh my goodness, say her name. Dang it. Why? Rosa. Jeez, Rosa Diaz. And she's a very different character. If you know who Rosa Diaz is on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, she's very buttoned down and very stern and very just dark, and she's mostly unpleasant, and her character would agree with you that she is unpleasant, and she's kind of proud. She's proud of that fact. In this, Mirabelle is a completely opposite type of character, and she's been on shows like The Modern Family, where she plays Sofia Vergara's sister, and she's a very different character there. She's very bright. She's smiley. In this one, she plays a teenage girl named Mirabelle, and Mirabelle is the only one among her family who didn't get a gift, and that is explained in the trailer. Again, the trailer shows that one is super strong, one is impossibly perfect and beautiful in every way. She makes flowers bloom wherever she goes. Other people can talk to animals or change shape. There's a bunch of different abilities throughout the family. But Mirabelle, when it came her time to get her ability, she didn't get one, and it kind of shook the family. It kind of really it really upset a lot of people. And then there's Bruno, which I'm not going to talk about him. You'll have to watch the movie to understand why we don't talk about Bruno. So it works out in my favor to not do that. It's a rule. So you get Stephanie Beatriz, you get John Leguizamo, who plays Bruno. So he has a part in this, because why would you get a known actor, a really well-known actor, to play his part if he didn't have any speaking parts or didn't show up at all? We got so many different people in here. Maria, man, my eyes are really bad. Maria Cecilia Botero plays Abuela, the grandma, and Mauro Castillo, Jessica Darrow, Angie Cepeda, just a ton of Latin actors, a ton of Latin. I mean, why would you cast anybody else? If suddenly like Christopher Walken shows up in here, and is like, oh, I'm gonna just start speaking with a Spanish accent. No, why would you wouldn't have Brad Pitt come in here, and play a role? No, it's just not a thing. You just don't do that. So yeah, it's a great cast. Everybody's funny. Like I said, the animation is gorgeous. It just there's moments where it feels so real. Yes, a lot of this, there's some sort of psychedelic, especially during the musical numbers, things that just move and they're colorful and everything else. But there's moments where things are a little bit more still, that you swear it's real. It's not animated. So it's what Disney's known for, and Pixar. But this is a Disney animated film. Disney Pictures, Disney Animation Studio. So yeah, I can't recommend this enough. Again, it will. I'm glad the music at the end was really long over the credits because I was able to get myself together. As the thing is, because yeah, it's the kind of movie that will probably, maybe not in strictest form like Up does in the first 5 minutes, but if you can connect it at all to the concepts of family and wanting to do the best and wanting to do what's right for your family and being a part of your family, whether that's a family you were born with or a family that you've created amongst friends. Yeah, it touches something. So it's now I'm getting all. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about it. So yeah, so it's got it'll just like any Disney film. They know how to pull they strum the right strings on your soul. I don't know, unless you're completely distracted by everything else going on in the room while you're trying to watch this. Yeah, it pulls you right out of the film. Maybe it won't affect you. But if you're, I actually did not watch this with on in the background while I'm working on my computer. I ate dinner, watched it, looked at it, and yeah. So yeah, that's Encanto, and without being able to spoil anything else, I don't know what else I can really tell you. It is just a fun film. Uh, Character animation, especially Mirabelle, they spend so much time just the subtlety of her movements, her face, and everything else in the way Stephanie acts through the character is captured just beautifully. So it's just kind of great. All right, let's pick the next randomly picked episode of this show.
270.
Okay, 270. Is that an ad at the bottom? 270. Okay, it's a movie, and I'm pretty sure it's here. It's one of those things where you're not sure if it's real or not. You know that phenomenon where you're like, is that a real movie? Does that exist? I'm pretty sure this does. I think I've seen it listed when I've been searching. Hopefully it's still here. Anyway, we're going to be watching Kazam. You know what I'm talking about? There's that kind of thing where you think it's true, like it's a real, like this, an actor starred in a certain movie, and one of those things is a movie that's either Kazam or sounds like Kazam. I don't know. Anyway, Kazam is what we're watching next in the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.